The Cog Railway is on Thursday, October 1st. Board the Cog Railway to take an unforgettable journey to the top of Mount Washington, the Northeast's highest peak. The Mount Washington Cog Railway provides a sense of adventure and history as it carries passengers up its 3-mile-long trestle, the steepest railroad tracks in North America, to the 6,288-foot summit of Mount Washington. The new eco-friendly biodiesel trains use unique cog technology, giving the same experience that has thrilled passengers for 150 years, but in a method kinder to our planet, and without all the soot streaming back into the cars. Once at the summit, visitors can take in the spectacular panoramic views spanning the mountains and valleys of New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, north into Canada and Quebec, and east to the Atlantic Ocean. At the summit, admission is included at the Mile High Visitor Center and Museum, the gift shops, post office, and a year-round weather station. Before ascending the mountain, we'll enjoy an included box lunch at the Pepper Sass restaurant at the base of the mountain. Your Cog Railway package includes a box lunch at the Pepper Sass restaurant, the round-trip Cog Railway ticket to the summit of Mount Washington, admission to the Visitor Center and Museum, gratuities for lunch, tour escort and driver, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Simple Pleasures of New Hampshire is on Sunday, October 4th. Travel with us to the White Mountains of New Hampshire for an old-fashioned fall day in the country. Don't forget your camera because we'll start the day at scenic Jackson Falls, featuring gentle cascades and picturesque plunges over rocky formations. Enjoy a delicious included lunch at the Red Fox Bar and Grill, then take in the sights and smells of autumn at Sherman Farm. Browse their farm fresh apples, fruits and vegetables, baked goods, as well as many other local New England produced items. We'll take a leisurely drive down the Kankamangas Scenic Byway, which passes through the heart of the White Mountains and follows the Kankamangas River. The byway is often referred to as having the best fall foliage in the country. We'll make photo stops along the way at both the Albany Covered Bridge and at a scenic overlook, so keep those cameras out on this picture-perfect New England adventure. Your White Mountain package includes a full lunch at the Red Fox Bar and Grill, a shopping stop at Sherman Farm, the foliage drive on the Kankamangas Scenic Byway, photo stops at Jackson Falls, the Albany Covered Bridge, and the scenic overlook, gratuities for lunch, escort, and bus driver, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Castle in the Clouds is on Monday, October 5th. Take in the fall colors surrounding Lake Winnipesaukee on our 1.5-hour narrated cruise aboard the MS Mount Washington. Enjoy the scenery from the 230-foot ship with 4 heated interior decks. We'll enjoy a luncheon buffet during our cruise and then travel to the north side of the lake to tour Castle in the Clouds, a 5,200-acre estate located high above Lake Winnipesaukee, featuring breathtaking views of the lake and surrounding mountains. The castle was built by the eccentric Mr. Plant, who spared no cost into developing the 8-square-mile estate that he named Lucknow. Round out your day with a visit to Moulton Farms, where we'll shop for fresh apples and pumpkins, seasonal produce, baked goods, and prepared foods. Your Castle in the Clouds package includes a 1.5-hour narrated cruise on Lake Winnipesaukee, the luncheon buffet served on board the cruise, admission to Castle in the Clouds, shopping at Moulton Farms, gratuities for lunch, the tour escort and bus driver, and your round-trip transportation from the Cape. The Covered Bridges of Vermont is on Thursday, October 8th. Enjoy the natural beauty of Vermont in the fall. Start the day with a delicious full lunch at Public House Restaurant. Housed in an old 3-story horse barn featuring barnboard paneling, multiple fireplaces, and sweeping views of the Green Mountains, it's been named the #1 most beautiful restaurant in Vermont. After lunch, stop at 2 of Bennington's gorgeous historic covered bridges to capture photos of these icons of New England. We will visit both the Henry Covered Bridge and the Paper Mill Village Bridge. Then end the day with a sweet treat as we visit the Chocolate Barn. Located in a historic barn from the 1840s, you'll love their huge selection of handmade chocolates and candies, local artisan gifts, ice cream, and more. Your Vermont getaway includes a full lunch at the Public House Restaurant, photo stops at both the Henry Covered Bridge and the Paper Mill Village Bridge, shopping at the Chocolate Barn, gratuities for your lunch, tour escort, and bus driver, and the round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. The Lake Winnipesaukee Foliage Train is on Friday, October 9th. Relax aboard a 2-hour scenic train ride along the shores of Lake Winnipesaukee. While on board, watch the beautiful autumn foliage reflected in the lake while we enjoy a delicious turkey lunch with all the trimmings catered by the famous Hart's Turkey Farm. Visit the Old Country Store Museum, which has operated a general store in Moultonborough since 1781. You'll enjoy browsing their wide variety of cheese, maple syrup, jellies, jams, a huge candy counter, gifts, home and garden items, clothing, nostalgic items, and so much more. Before heading home, stop at beautiful Moulton Farms, where we'll shop for farm-fresh seasonal produce like pumpkins and apples. Their bake shop features cakes, pies, breads, and sweet treats. And in the farm kitchen, you'll find farm-fresh entrees, side dishes, soups, and salads. You might want to bring a cooler. The Lake Winnipesaukee Foliage Train package includes a 2-hour scenic train ride, a full turkey lunch by Hart's Turkey Farm served on board the train, shopping at the Old Country Store Museum, shopping at Moulton Farm, gratuities for the lunch, tour escort and bus driver, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Historic Deerfield is on Thursday, October 15th. Experience one of the best preserved historic villages and rural landscapes in North America. Our visit to historic Deerfield will begin with a guided bus tour of Old Main Street. Our guide will point out the landscapes, architecture, and history of the village, from the indigenous Pocumtuck homeland to the English settlement and the American Revolution. At Hall Tavern, we'll be treated to a historic open hearth cooking demonstration of traditional seasonal dishes, as well as a hands-on historic spice sachet crafting activity. Enjoy a tour of the historic 1816 Stebbins House, featuring Federal period architecture, wall treatments, and decorative arts. We'll also explore the exhibits at the Flint Center for Early New England Life. In addition to their fascinating permanent collection featuring masterworks of New England furniture, textiles, needlework, and more, this year they have 3 new temporary exhibits focusing on the American Revolution. Dressing the Revolution includes more than 20 garments, accessories, textiles, and prints that illuminate the complex role of fashion at the time of the American Revolution. Picturing the Revolution features prints, drawings, maps, portraits, ceramics, and satirical cartoons highlighting how images shaped local perceptions of the war. And A Town Divided focuses on how a rural Massachusetts community responded to the upheaval of the time. A delicious full New England lunch is included at the Deerfield Inn. Your historic Deerfield package includes a guided bus tour of Old Main Street, the open hearth cooking demonstration, a historic crafting activity, a tour of the Stebbins House, admission to the Flint Center of Early New England Life, full lunch at the Deerfield Inn, gratuities for the lunch, tour escort and bus driver, and round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. On Monday, October 19th, we'll be visiting the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Commemorate the 25th anniversary of the tragic attacks on our country with a visit to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum in New York City. A moving tribute of remembrance and honor to those killed in the terror attacks of September 11, 2001, and the World Trade Center bombing in February of 1993. The names of every person who died in the attacks are inscribed on bronze panels edging the memorial's twin reflecting pools, a powerful reminder of the largest loss of life resulting from a foreign attack on American soil and the greatest single loss of rescue personnel in American history. The 9/11 Museum is a collection of artifacts, photographs, audio and videotapes, personal effects, expressions of tribute and remembrance, and recorded testimonies, all relating to the history of the World Trade Center, the events of 9/11-2001, and February 26, 1993, and the repercussions of these seismic attacks. After your visit to the museum, you'll have free time to explore Lower Manhattan on your own. You could pay a visit to the observation deck at the One World Observatory. Additional admission is required for that. You could explore St. Paul's Chapel or the Wall Street Financial District. Maps and suggestions will be provided on the bus. The 9/11 Museum package includes admission to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, free time in Lower Manhattan, gratuities for the tour escort and driver, and the round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. Explore Providence's spooky side on Thursday, October 22nd. Take a walk on the spooky side as we explore Providence at Halloween. Begin the day with a haunted walking tour of Benefit Street. Led by the professional and engaging guides at Providence Ghost Tours, the guides will share chilling tales of lost love, vampires, history, and hauntings that still linger today as we walk down Benefit Street, home to one of the most extensive collections of original 18th and 19th century architecture in the country. The tour is about 1.5 hours and covers half a mile of walking with some uneven walking surfaces. In the evening, revel in the magic of the Halloween season at the nationally acclaimed Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular presented at Roger Williams Park Zoo. Skip the line with VIP admission to the spectacular where over 6,000 LED-lit pumpkins will be on display throughout the zoo's wetlands trail, about a quarter-mile trail. The professional carvers expect to go through about 20,000 pumpkins during the course of the 32-night event. We'll be treated to a delicious harvest dinner buffet in our private event space at the zoo. Please dress for the weather and for being outdoors after dark. Providence's spooky side includes the 1.5 hour haunted walking tour of Benefit Street, VIP admission to the Roger Williams Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular, the full dinner buffet at the zoo, gratuities for dinner, the tour guide, the tour escort, and the bus driver, and your round-trip bus transportation from the Cape. The Bodyguard is coming to the Providence Performing Arts Center in October of 2026. Based on the 1992 film starring Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, The Bodyguard is a thrilling romantic musical that combines high-stakes suspense with unforgettable music. Former Secret Service agent turned bodyguard Frank Farmer is hired to protect superstar Rachel Marin from an unknown stalker. Both expect to be in charge of their situation. What they don't expect is to fall in love. Featuring a whole host of unforgettable classics, including Queen of the Night, So Emotional, I Will Always Love You, I Want to Dance with Somebody, Saving All My Love, and One Moment in Time, alongside thrilling plot twists and emotional drama. The Bodyguard is an electrifying combination of romance, suspense, and chart-topping music that will captivate audiences from start to finish. The pricing and date will be available very shortly on this. Please check back soon.